Greetings, my name is Alan Rolfing and I'm part of the team here at Military Connection. During this video series, we're covering topics relevant to the military community. Things like employment, entrepreneurship, education, and more. If you haven't already, we encourage you to visit our website at militaryconnection.com and subscribe to our newsletter. And follow us on social too. Our Facebook page is Military Connection and our Twitter handle is @theGoToSite. Today's topic is about common challenges to a smooth civilian transition. According to dictionary.com, the word transition can be used as a noun or a verb, but in most cases it's the movement, passage, or change from one position, state, stage, subject, or concept to another. According to most of us that have worn the uniform recently, however, it means that we've taken that monumental step of separating from the military. And while the objective is usually to have a smooth as velvet transition, there always seems to be challenges to that goal. For the rest of this video, I'm just going to pontificate on a few of those challenges from my point of view. And many of you know that my perspective is that of a 30-year Army guy, but it's also one that's been influenced by dear friends from every branch of the service. Some of these challenges were faced head-on by many of the strongest-willed men and women I know, with equal parts success and struggle. And the point of a video post like this one, well, it's doubtful that you'll have the aha moment that you're looking for or have a revelation to put your struggle into deeper meaning, but maybe you'll come to the realization that there are loads of warriors out there with the same struggles as you and I. And sometimes it's good to reflect on the challenges to a smooth transition that we have in common. Sometimes we discover challenges within ourselves. Sometimes our biggest challenges during the transition from active duty to the civilian sector are internal. How we feel, how we cope with the change, how we internalize things. Those can all have a tremendous impact on our new reality. Some of us feel the loss of our sense of purpose. Others struggle with no command structure in place to help hold them accountable. And still others feel like everything is so boring or blah and miss the adrenaline rush that comes with certain assignments. Many of us feel isolated or alone, even when surrounded by family and friends with whom we're really trying to reconnect. Sometimes we discover challenges with employment. Even if we qualify for an active duty retirement or VA compensation, most of us will be looking for our next job. And for sure, the job search can be traumatic enough, even if you're not transitioning from military service. How a job seeker goes about finding a job has undoubtedly changed. If you're looking for your next job, you'll have to craft resumes and cover letters, navigate applicant tracking systems, and deal with interviewers and talent managers. If you've already transitioned from the service to a civilian employer, there's a good chance that you had to start a rung or two down on the corporate ladder from where you should have been, and you're finding that often promotions come at a different pace and maybe few and far between. Finally, if you're a traditional National Guardsman or reservist coming off a deployment, you're returning to your previous employer, you'll probably face your own unique challenges with your old position, your team at work, and your supervisor. That's a whole other topic in itself and one we'll cover later this year. Sometimes we come up with challenges, period. If you aren't wrestling with your own internal concerns and have the job thing all figured out, consider yourself lucky and maybe even among the fortunate few. But that doesn't mean that you won't face other, just as stressful challenges. Things you'll need to take care of won't be free, and often we underestimate the costs of transition. There's a decent chance that you'll have to figure out who provides the services you'll be using, from health care to child care and everything in between. You may still have bouts of post-traumatic stress or depression, for the simple fact that you're in transition from military service means that you're moving on from one of the most impactful, stressful, demanding, and rewarding journeys that a person can take. At the end of the day, most of my colleagues just assume that this transition will be challenging, but it's hard to predict how so. The transition between military life and life after military life will be different for everyone. Different for retiring 40-somethings than it is for 20-somethings getting out after their first or second tour. What are some of those things you can do? Well, you should take advantage of DoD's Transition Assistance Program and get smarter on those subjects that will impact you. During the transition, make sure you eat well, get plenty of rest and exercise, and plan your approach to this next stage of your life. Be your own advocate and reach out if you need a hand with transition to a battle buddy, to a vet center, to the VA, or to a veteran service organization. So thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. Again, connect with us on social and visit us online at militaryconnection.com. Until next time.